Hello, home builders. This is day 40, entitled Born a King. In the beginning of Matthew chapter 2, the wise men go to Herod and they say, where's the one that's been born King of the Jews? One thing to understand there, or to notice there, is that they didn't say the prince or the heir. They said born King of the Jews. With that statement, or that question, I should say, they're acknowledging that Jesus is king. From the time that he was born, before he was born, and even is today. And so I think that when we are looking at our circumstances, we're looking at the powers and that are around us and the circumstances that are around us, we have to consistently acknowledge and remember that Jesus is king. It kind of reminds me of if you ever have heard Kanye's Christian album. It's called Jesus is King. That's a good thing. It's a good thing to remember that. It's a good thing to acknowledge that. So thank you, Kanye, for the reminder. And if you listen to that song, it's pretty interesting. It just basically kind of repeats over and over again the fact that Jesus is king. King of heaven, King of earth, Lord of all. This past Wednesday, Greg Long did a great job in the COU session on the names of God, talking about Jesus being Lord and King. I hope you were able to hear that, and if you didn't, you should look it up on the website and listen to it. But Jesus is king, and we have to remember that just because something happens that's uncomfortable or that we don't like or not what we hoped for or prayed for, that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. That means that King Jesus, King of all heaven and earth, has determined by his will that that's what ought to happen at this time. And that's anything. That's our circumstances. That's what happens day to day. That's who is our leaders, our boss at work, our rulers, what family we're born into. All of it has a purpose. All of it has a reason. All of it is at least allowed to happen because King Jesus said so. So maybe if we think of it in those terms, we won't get as discouraged as often. And hopefully we all keep our minds and our attitudes and our hearts in the right place, and we'll consistently remember who really is in charge here. It's Jesus, who is king. Have a great day, everybody.